Hey guys, so today in this video I'm going to be talking about how hope relates to the framework. Um, I was just thinking about that topic and how it's super important. I would say that hope relates mostly to the topic, the aspect of direction slash change. Usually your hope is something that's you have it, right, and but it's it's for something that you don't have yet, that is further away, and so hence you need the change because you don't have it yet. And it's also yeah, it's usually um something that's somewhat further away, and so you have that direction towards it. Um and it's also related a lot to the balance of how much is it going to balance out with your lack of hope slash lack of confidence. And yeah, so of course you don't want to be overconfident, but you still want to be confident at the same time to keep pushing on. So or not, if you think you need to switch strategies or stuff there's nothing wrong with switching things up and abandoning the way you were doing things in the past if it's not working out. But yeah. And so then there's the other aspects like the capability. I would say the capability relates to the hope in terms of the confidence. It's a confidence is related to risk and how likely you think you are at achieving something. So the capability will definitely affect that hope, and it'll also affect it in the sense of how realistic it is. So if maybe if you have the hope but you don't have the capability to or you're not even close, then it might be slightly unrealistic, at least in the short term. So maybe it's not necessarily that or it's just completely unrealistic, like it's just magic or something. So it's either completely unrealistic or, then that also ties in with the justice, like basically the rules of the universe, um, like the physics rules, or again, it's not that it's impossible or that it's super unlikely, but that it's unlikely in the short term. So it might just increase the time frame for which it would have to for which it would be more likely. It would be more likely only after a later in a later time frame. And then so that's four, and then the last one would be the dimensions, so space and time. So I'd say that the like I said, the hope is in the future. It's not in the past. I mean, of course, you can have you can learn hope from the past. Like you could see good things in the past, but it's always thinking into the future. And then as for the space, there's that directionality to it again. So yeah, I don't know. I'd say that's mainly it. And then usually you want to identify the specific, the specific hope. I'd say it's you have the people use the term pain points. You want to the hope points or the I don't know like the things that give you the most hope. You want to kind of be okay, what's giving me the most hope? What things do I think are worth investing most time in? What things do I think are going to have the most impact? And then you kind of work towards those things, at least as long as it makes sense for you. But yeah, and so that's related to the dimensionality, the different topics and the different levels and sub levels and such. So yeah, there's goals and then there's the sub goals, etc. So, but yeah, I think um yeah, and then yeah, it definitely a lot of hope is also related very very strongly to confidence. So confidence it's a mix of things, but it's basically risk and probability and like capability, like how capable you think you are, and you really are of solving the thing. And yeah, so I'd say that yeah, that's mostly it, I think. I just like, I guess, a suggestion, like maybe, yeah, I'd say like you always, hope is like super important to like motivate you, right? It's like so it's like the directionality, and then it has like a gravitation to it. Um, not like of course you have to also um see it, so like notice it, but like to have that gravitation to it, like you have to. It's not like, I guess, the same as like just a gravity where you don't have to like notice it, but like you have to be thinking about it, and then when you're while you're thinking about it, or you're like subconsciously affected by it slash thinking about it, then it'll like pull you towards that direction, a little bit, just a little bit, and then it just keeps pulling you towards that direction, reminding you like, well, this is the direction you want to go in, and here's your chances of, and when's your probably likelihood of like starting to see more results, etc., etc. And yeah, I think in the harder times, the tough times, the darker times, it really helps to learn how and to know how to use hope to help you out. Um, and I'd say you don't need like a ton of hope. It's just like that little light in the tunnel. I don't know. So it definitely relates back to the balance. Like you don't need a ton. Um, yeah, and I'd say like um, usually what matters is the belief in the hope. Like if as long as you have a little, but you have a lot of belief in it, then that's all that really matters. If you have a lot of it, like you have a lot of reasons for hope, but you have like zero belief in it, and you're like just self-defeatist, then even though you really should have reasons for hope, then it's not going to really work. Um, so it's all about the belief in the thing. Just like I was saying with that attraction, it's like when you notice it and you like believe it and you agree with it, then that's when the attraction is a lot stronger. And of course, the attraction is also just subconscious. But anyway, so yeah. All right. So hope you like the video, guys. I make a lot more videos like this, so you can check them out. And that's all I have to say for the topic of hope. Um, so yeah, I'll see you guys next time.